Would you like some stewed prunes? Now, you're probably wondering why I just propositioned you with stewed prunes, of all things. Well, in Shakespeare's day, stewed prunes were actually associated with brothels. So much so that if you saw a jar or bowl of stewed prunes in a shop window, you could probably bet that that was a house of ill repute. Okay, now why would that be the case? Well, because stewed prunes were thought to be a pretty good cure or even a preventative for venereal diseases. So yeah, pop into ye old brothel and they're nice enough to offer you the cure for whatever you're about to catch there. Prunes are mentioned a few times in Shakespeare's plays. Sometimes it's just as the fruit, dried plums, that's what it is. And then other times he's definitely talking about prostitutes. So one of these times is Henry IV, Part 1, and Falstaff says to Mistress Quickly, "There's no more faith in thee than in a stewed prune." In other words, you've got about as much faith as a whore. Another place it shows up is in Measure for Measure, and it's featured in this long story about how a pregnant lady is searching for stewed prunes, wanders into a brothel, and gets mistaken for a prostitute, as one does when one searches for stewed prunes. In the course of the story, it's even talked about how this guy has eaten almost all of the stewed prunes that they have in the brothel because he's, trying to cure a little something something. Now, I myself do not belong in a naughty house, as one of the characters from Measure for Measure puts it. I will not be propositioning anyone tonight with stewed prunes. I just made them because they're delicious. And I used a recipe from my handy-dandy Shakespeare cookbook called Shakespeare's Kitchen by Francine Segan. And it's a mixture of dried plums stewed with wine and cinnamon, and it's on little baguette toasts with some ginger and lemon zest on top. And they're really good. Make good appetizers. I actually made them for a Shakespearean murder mystery party that I did one time. Okay, now I'm going to call my husband in and test these on him. Would you like some stewed prunes?
Yes.
You're disgusting.